In the following demonstration, we're going to be taking a tour of the Connotate platform workflow. We're going to start off with the Connotate Agent Studio. It's a desktop-based application where we build agents on a site-by-site basis and utilize our point-and-click interface for creating our reliable, resilient rules for extracting the information from websites. We are then going to jump to the agent library, which is a browser-based interface and gives us a window into the server side of our platform equation, where we can set up execution plans for agents, scheduling for the agents, and where we can scale deliveries and agents to a very, very high degree. And then last but not least, we're going to take a look at some sample content in a couple different formats that we've extracted, in addition to formats like Mongo databases and our APIs, JSON, that sort of thing. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at creating the agent in the Agent Studio. We have navigated to the latest updates from the economist.com, and we're actually going to train the agent using our algorithms to extract specific information from the website, giving the agent examples of items we'd like to extract and items we'd like to ignore on the page. And by going through this process, we actually interact with our patented algorithms that look at the page in over 100 different visual dimensions. They actually compare and contrast against the output, or the input rather, that we provide to the agent to up with a very reliable, specific rule for extracting the content. Now, while we're creating the agent, we can again deploy a schema that provides us labels and keep track up here in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, the navigation that we undertake in a site. The agent itself is smart enough to maintain relationships for the data. It can get the content on the screen regardless of how few or how many records there are on the page, regardless if things move around a few pixels here and there, or if they actually change formats. Again, that's part of the 100+ visual algorithms that we have built into the product. And we can also, as I'm doing on my screen right now, tell the agent to extend its reach, follow links for detail, follow links for continuing results. And as part of that process, again, we can deploy a schema that allows us to uniformly identify and label the information, regardless of how many pages there are in the site, or how few pages there are in the site. So again, what I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm training the agent as to how I'd like to extract the information for the full stories on this website. Now, once the agent is created, it is then uploaded to our agent library. And it's from the agent library that we can set up execution plans for the agent. I've already loaded up the execution plan for my economist agent. First of all, we can see I have a schedule that tells the agent to wake up at 12 a.m. every day, weekdays, Monday through Friday, to go out to 11:59 p.m., and during that duration, wake up every 30 minutes. The system will automatically calculate schedules out, make sure agents get placed into job queues and executed. Now, when they're executed, they bring these configuration options to bear that I have on my screen right now. We call these skills. So for instance, I've instructed the agent to deliver just the new content from the website. I don't care if content's been sitting up there for minutes, hours, days, or weeks. We can also have the agent alert us as to changed or removed records, and even in an HTML-based email, highlight for us at the character, word, or phrase level what's changed in the content. Additionally, I've told the agent to format delivery in an HTML format to my email. I've also told it to insert new records into a database and simultaneously provide me with an Excel workbook. Our customers have other options in terms of alerting their customers. They have other options for integrating content from the system. For example, they can get XML deliveries, or they can turn on web services and get JSON out of the system, that sort of a thing. And then we have our deliveries. Again, in this case, what I've done is I've told the agent to send me the results in a database. I've also received an HTML-based alert email. And last but not least, I had the content sent to me in an Excel workbook. One thing that's interesting to note as well is that the agents can provide inline transformations and normalizations of the data. So for example, if we look at this workbook, we've got a published date and a published time in certain formats here, and a month, month, day, day, year, 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 year format. But if we look at the Economist website itself, the date and time format is very different. So we can tell the agents to actually reformat for delivery purposes, split content up, copy content, insert metadata, that sort of thing. So again, in closing, we've taken a look at the Connotate platform. We built an agent in the Agent Studio on the desktop. We then took a look at the execution plan for the agent up on the server side of the equation. And then last but not least, we showed you some sample deliveries, just a small sampling of the art of the possible in the Connotate system.